We are starting to see the signs of what many have suspected that could happen in 2026. So when it comes to Dubai real estate, 2025 has been an absolutely tremendous year, but also 2024 was also a phenomenal year. But people have came to the end of Q4, there has been some suspicions and some, you could say, not enough confidence in investors to keep investing the large sums of cash that was going in. Now, that doesn't mean to say that investments have stopped. No, this year is going to be another record-breaking year for Dubai real estate transactions overall. It will be up by 22% on the previous year. And we're about to finish Q4 and we will see the statistics very, very soon in the next 1 to 2 weeks. And what we're expected to see is almost a 20% up from last year. But will this trend stay for next year? I want to point to a couple of things in this video that will answer these. The oversupply, the overpricing of properties in certain areas, and the you could say, clustering of high-rise properties in certain segments or certain areas of Dubai. The first one is the oversupply. Oversupply is not to be treated lightly. There is an oversupply in certain units in many places in Dubai right now. What are they and where are they coming from? There are certain developers who are building high-rise properties, and when they're building them, they are shoving in thousands upon thousands of studios, one beds in there. And this captures the easy money that's coming internationally and it gets invested into these units. But what's happening is that when you're getting thousands upon thousands upon thousands of these one beds and these studios coming in, it starts to become a real chaos. It starts to become a bit of a hassle in terms of what you're going to do with these units later on. Okay, let's say you buy one of these units, takes 4 years to hand over. You and 1,000 or maybe 2,000 other people have also bought the same unit in the same building, the same style, the same thing. Are you all going to put it up for rent at the same time? What would that do to the pricing? Let's say if the studio's renting at, let's say 70,000 dirhams per year, someone's putting at 80,000, someone's putting at 60,000, because people will be desperate to get it rented out. You want that ROI to come. It's going to cause serious problems in 4 years' time. And we are seeing, I don't want to mention the developers' names. You can message me to find out who they are, but it's happening. It's happening a lot. In fact, there's many areas where I have seen many of my viewers who have bought properties, they have said that, you know, that same developers launched another building and they're adding another, 3,000 units right next to the area that I'm in. What will that do to my property? It's going to have consequences, unfortunately. It will. So that's the first thing, which is the oversupply is not to be it's a serious problem. Where is the undersupply? You've seen it. All the YouTubers are saying it. It's on Instagram. It's on all the social media platforms. Everyone has basically told you townhouses, villas, mansions is where the undersupply is. And considering there's such a huge amount of millionaires moving to Dubai, it's easy to determine where they will be buying their units, their houses. It will be in these luxurious areas, and some of them are villas, townhouses and mansions. Now, to get into this game, we're talking about almost 3 million dirhams, about 3 million dirhams all the way up to 20 million dirhams. So it's not some serious, we're talking about some serious cash here. That's the first thing. The second thing is let's cover the over-clustering actually. Clustering of buildings is when I mean that a certain developer has came in, they've selected an area within Dubai and they've suddenly started putting in massive amounts of buildings, high-rise towers, and they're putting thousands upon thousands of units in there. And they're marketing it as the next great thing. Ask yourself this. It's not just you that's buying the units. There's God knows tens of thousands of other people that are buying it as well. And what we're starting to see now is that these mini complexes of areas, like I'm calling it a cluster, and this mini complex of 5-6 towers, they have a podium and then they have supermarkets and car parking. It's like a living area for everyone. It's going to cause major problems going forward. Congestion, the oversupply is feeding the oversupply problem, and on top of that, you're just building. It's like cookie stamps. Now, you ask yourself this question: is that a good idea to putting your money into there? Would that really give you what you're expecting, or would that further destroy the market? It would actually further destroy the market, and that's what we're starting to see now. Is that there's a lot of this happening, and many of these luxurious developers, yes, luxurious, they're in the top 5, are doing this, and they're milking every square feet of the land right now. I understand Dubai's land pricing is expensive, I completely understand that, and they have to make profit, but I think these developers are reaching a huge amounts of profits already. They need to stop being greedy. That is the real case here. And these clusters of buildings of tens of thousands of units shooting through into the sky is not what's going to get you your ROI. Please avoid. Again, I don't want to mention developers publicly, but if you're interested, you can have a one-to-one conversation with me and I can recommend you what to avoid. The other thing is the pricing. And this is all connected. There was a time in Dubai where 2 beds were in a high-rise was priced decently. It was priced at the right amount. Now you're getting these 2 beds at ridiculous prices now. 3 million dirhams. They used to be almost 2.2, 2.4, which is actually what I think is the right, what it should be. Why am I saying this? Now, yes, Dubai has developed, the property market has moved on, we've had record-breaking years, but the units themselves have not changed, right? They're using the same construction techniques. They're still using the same material. If anything, you could say that the material, they're sourcing material from different areas now. You can ask your own questions about that one. You can do your own research. If anything, things might have gone cheaper. Better source of supply, better sources of efficiency, better manufacturing, etc. Things would have gone better. And we have top engineers working here. The same construction methodology has been deployed as it has always been deployed since the very beginning. So the question that you need to ask yourself is, why has the price gone up? And it's very simple: marketing. It's just purely marketing at the end of the day. The units are the same, they're using the same appliances, they're using the same quality material. It's just the marketing has gone up, and there is a bubble that they have created. And yes, unfortunately, it is a bit of a bubble. And the reason why it's a bubble in this case is that these 2 bedrooms should not be at 3 million. The maximum I can see is 2.4, 2.6 if you're buying something really, really cutting edge. But on average, you should only be paying about 2.2, 2.3, 2.4 for these 2 beds. Talking about 1,000 square feet, 1,000 square feet. And if you're getting something at 1,200, 1,400 square feet, fair enough, 2.6 maximum that I can see you pay. Because at this range, this 2.6 million range, you can buy yourself a townhouse in Damak Islands. And you've seen my videos on this. We have a serious problem here. It becomes more exasperated when these 2 beds are 2.8 million, 3 million, and they're sitting in these high-rise towers, and there's thousands upon thousands of these units in there. Each one of them 2 beds, 2 beds, 2 beds, 2 beds. 2.8, 2.8, 2.8, 2.8. Thousands of international investors buy them out. Then 4 years' time in handover, they all put them up for rent. And the usual rental price for these are 120,000 dirhams, 130,000, 140,000 dirhams. But they won't get rented out. They'll go down to 130,000 and they'll get eventually rented out 120,000 dirhams. I hear you ask, why is that the case? Because the average price of 2 beds is 120k, and us Dubai residents know anything above 120k for a 2-bed is a rip-off. Do not go near it. And we have thousands of other options that we can go for. Sorry to burst your bubble, but this is the actual ground reality. So if you're buying a 2-beds, you want to buy it within a certain range. So guys, and thank you so much for watching this video. I wanted to just highlight some realities, ground realities of what's going on. If you're interested to stay in touch with myself and my thoughts in terms of what's going on in the latest releases and what to avoid and what to stay in touch, I have created a brand new WhatsApp channel that you can join. And like I said, it's just a channel whereby I will be broadcasting what to avoid, what to invest in, what to look out for. It's not a sales channel. It's not a sales channel. It's just a channel whereby we can communicate and I can reveal some of my insights in terms of what to look at, what projects to look at going forward, okay? And if you want to be a part of that, you can click the link below and you can join that channel starting from today. It's a brand new channel. We're looking to grow this channel within what we can, so we can have, you could say, a set of international investors who have the most on the ground, practical, reality-based knowledge, so you can invest practically with your money. And as always guys, please like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below and click the bell icon so you're notified of all my videos I'm publishing on the daily and weekly basis. And as always, thank you so much for watching.